We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. Washington find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Tim Cate gets the ball for Washington in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in now, Russell Daniels. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Russell Daniels.
Hey, get your pitch
from the belt, the pitch, and it's fouled away.
Come on, big guy.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Harper leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Daniels is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Hey, one time right now.
The 1-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Ranging back is Nimmo. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And this throw gets away from him. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him. Now at the plate, Matt Olson.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch inside. The throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. The set and the 2-0. This is line to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Lewis Brinson. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now to the plate, Russell Daniels. He singled his last time up.
Russell Daniels.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Fouled off.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
All right, one time right here, kid.
2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right
Hey, get
there.
on for us
Pretty
here.
good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Phillies down in. And that'll bring in the
Leading up for
multi-dimensional
Washington,
Lewis Brinson.
the left
Flied out
fielder,
in his first at-bat,
Lewis
so make him 0 for 1 so
Brinson.
far. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Hampson backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Standing in, Brandon Nimmo.
The right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Washington. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in once again, Russell
Up next for
Daniels.
Philadelphia,
1 for 2 on his line
left
so
fielder,
far in the game.
Russell Daniels.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and belted. A solo shot here to left. 24 home runs for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Ready for another shot now.
next for
Russell
Philadelphia.
Daniels.
Going
The
back
left
to that
fielder,
last AB, that was the
Russell
express. That was an
Daniels.
upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
That's ball 2.
Fastball well outside.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Bottom of the inning now. Stepping
up
into the
for the
box,
Nationals,
Drew Mendoza. 0 for
the
2
third
for him
baseman,
to this point.
Drew
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Daniels comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA. And you can see there that they're currently residing in second place in the NL in that category. Digging in and looking for more.
Now
Russell
batting,
Daniels.
the
He'll
left
look to
fielder,
keep it going. 3
Russell.
for 4
Let's
so
go.
far in the ball game.
Daniels.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas? And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. feels good to dominate a game like that.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Phils jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Wheeler earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Tim Cate was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 8 runs, 9 hits. No errors, they left 8 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 4 hits. No errors, they left 11 men on base.
Under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. Washington attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Joe Ross, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Joe Ross. A lot of people know Joe Ross because of his brother Tyson Ross, who also is a pitcher. Joe Ross quality mix, 95 to 96 miles an hour, good hard slider and a straight changeup. If he brings the goods, it could be a long night for the opposing team.
The left fielder, Russell.
So striding forward now, Russell Daniels.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Hey, come on, big dog.
A runner on first with 2 away. Not close. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Hey, get your
Now
pitch
the
right
2-0
here.
home.
Come on now.
3-0 now.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Fouled away. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Rhys Hoskins.
Comes set, the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Russell Daniels. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
2-0 now.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
And the pitch.
Hey.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Put a good swing on it. Here we go.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Russell Daniels. Runner in scoring
Russell
position with 2 gone.
Daniel.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. In his career, Daniels is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Here's the 1-2. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors so far on the Philadelphia line score.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with 1 swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
The first baseman, number 17.
Next to bat will be Reese Hoskins. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Hey, have a rip like you can.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now
stepping in, Alec
baseman,
Bohm. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Right now.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Phillies leave them loaded, but they're on top 1-0.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Nationals. Number 62, Luis Garcia.
Hit in the air out to left field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Victor Robles digging in now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Victor Robles.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Russell. Daniels will stand in again as we
Now
take it back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far.
Come on, guy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder down the line at third, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1.
No, inside.
Yeah, you got it. No one better. Let's go. See it, drive it. Let's go, kid.
Hit hard to short.
Turner has it.
Come on, beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3. Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Daniels is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Coming to the plate now, Russell. Daniels, he got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
No balls and one strike.
Need you right here.
From the belt, the pitch.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, his second of the game, as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance. Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors with 13 runners left on.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. Washington hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Jacob Junis gets the ball for Washington in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Striding in now for the Nats, Lewis Brinson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. An inning in the books, no score here on the show. Now at the plate, Russell Daniels.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Daniels.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Swung on and belted.
So a solo shot here to left center field, number 28 on the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Striding into the box, Russell Daniels. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat, when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base. This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
In there, 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys...
Digging in for his second at-bat, K.J. Harrison.
The first baseman, K.J. Harrison.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Victor Robles.
16.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ballgame. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Daniels will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error and a runner left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Phillies on top, 4-1. Russell Daniels will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed.
Drive it like you can.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. To Frazier at the bag. On to first to complete the double play. Stepping up now Russell Daniels.
Left fielder, Russell Daniels.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
First delivery to him on the way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Slow roller down the third baseline.
Beat it out.
And
Come on,
quicker,
come on.
there are 2 away. Ready for another chance? KJ
Up next
Harrison.
for Washington.
He went deep last
The
time up.
first baseman,
Yeah, Matt, and that last
KJ
at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A
Harrison.
fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Daniels is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Phillies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Aaron Nola notches his 3rd win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to
TheShowNation.com. Philadelphia Phillies, 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base.